Welcome to Fragmental.
An amusing take on random topics. So the other day, I was I hate those little red circles on my iPhone, like the ones that like those like you've got 82 emails or you've got like one like those. So I'm constantly like going in and turn the alerts. I could just shut them off in fucking settings and not worry about them. But so I got one popped up.
Well, there's that.
Uh, well, yeah, there is that. Um, you will take the easy way out, Dave. Um, Um, but I had like notification popped up on it's under my LinkedIn app, and a buddy had like messaged me through LinkedIn and said, "Do you know this person?" And I looked, and I'm like, "No," but because he was connected and I was connected, but a bunch of other people at our company were connected too. And he's like, I don't know I don't know who this person is." And so I started doing some like internet snooping, and I did a reverse image search. I don't know if you've ever done one of those, but you can take a picture, and then through images at Google, you can upload the picture, and it'll track down if it's a like a famous person or whatever. Sometimes it
Oh,
works
yeah.
great. Sometimes it's just like flowers, and you're like, that's a picture of a bird. Um, but uh, but I did it, and come to find out, it wasn't that person. So
Oh, you like got LinkedIn catfished?
I guess. Well, yeah, but so I was talking to my buddy of mine. He's like, you gotta let LinkedIn know that because it could be a recruiter, or it could be like somebody trying to like get a bunch of connections at the company to get information or whatever. You know, not that it's a spam thing or whatever, but um. So, but I tracked down the picture, and it turns out she's an Australian. I think she's in Australia. She's an Australian Instagram model or something. I think she sells like weight bands or some type of bands too. So, but she's got a whole Instagram account, which I now follow, by the way. Um,
So she's
but
hot.
yeah, she's not,
That told me
she's
all
not,
I needed to know.
she's not bad on the eyes. Let's put it that way. Um, but somebody had taken her image and used it as their their LinkedIn picture.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah. So that was kind of, and then it got me. You know, you and I were talking about this earlier about how much that like the internet itself is just a bunch of potentially fake accounts. You know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, without a doubt. I mean, because if you looked up that person on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, I bet you would have pulled up like 10 different accounts, one of which had a check mark or whatever, the blue, whatever, to show they're
Verified.
popular. Yeah, they're more popular than us or whatever.
What on Twitter? I thought
Yeah,
the
I
blue
don't know.
check mark was that means they're verified by Twitter. That's the actual person.
Oh, I don't know. I'll take your word for that.
Well, I just completely shot your fucking idea down right there. Like you're like that's because like no, that just means this. You're like no.
It doesn't mean they're famous. There's plenty of pieces of shit with million followers.
Oh,
I don't.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. I mean, that's. Hey, nobody has ever claimed I was good at social media anymore. So
You do a good job at social media. You do a good job at our Twitter account. I am failing miserably on our I think I'm failing miserably like on our Instagram account. But what I'm going to do is after this, I'm going to post a picture of the episode, and then I'll tag the person that was the Instagram model in that LinkedIn things. Maybe she can get some we can get some listeners in Australia.
oh, that'd be fucking awesome.
Hmm. But the whole, I mean, that whole show Catfish is around all, well, not exactly this type of thing, but the idea of setting up basically a fake account to
Oh,
track
without a
somebody down.
doubt. I mean, that show is so crazy. First of all, like at first, like I was bummed out because I was watching a show on MTV, and MTV's not MTV anymore. But
No, it's
um,
not the MTV of old.
right. So at first I was kind of bummed out about that, but then like the show was actually really good, and the dude Neve, going through there, and first of all, just seeing the people like they're like, this is the love of my life, and I've spent the last year and a half with them, and he's like, oh, so you guys go out often? No, 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 we've never seen each other. Just some pictures. Okay. Do you find that to be weird? No, no, not at all. And they live in this town. Yeah, yeah, 10 minutes away, right there. You know? You don't find this to be weird. No, love of my life. You know, and it's, part of me, like, I don't want to make fun of him, but then part of me is like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
It's
Like
wild, man.
her
Yeah.
address is fucking 2 houses down from where you live right now. And you've
Yeah, but that
never
would
seen this
involve me
person.
getting off. That would involve me getting off the couch, and I mean, my laptop's right here. You don't even
Eh,
FaceTime? No, no, they don't have that capability.
yeah, exactly. They're busy doing other things, being
They
locked
literally
down.
they iMessage you, but they can't FaceTime. No, no, the camera's broken. But they send you all these pictures. Yeah, yeah, the video camera's broken. The camera works just fine.
Exactly. This isn't even the same person from the picture before.
She's tan because it's summer. It's I mean it's the same person clearly.
Yeah, they're I mean both parties in that need probably some mental
Right. I mean,
review.
yeah. I mean, I think it's full on taking advantage of like the millennial and Gen Z because, right, I think that those two groups just seem to be more. I have a lot more anxiety than I think the older generations do and did. Either that, or maybe we just found different ways to channel it. But um, it's just completely taking advantage of that, right? I mean, the biggest one was what Manti Te'o, the Notre Dame
Yeah.
linebacker.
Yeah. And that fucker went to Notre Dame, so he was supposed to be smart.
Yeah, right. He's smart. He's one of the best players in college football.
And he's got a fake girlfriend.
Yeah, that is just not to mention, dude, that takes some straight balls to catfish like a middle linebacker at, one of the top middle linebackers in the country. Like,
They're
like,
probably like, let's see how dumb Notre Dame's football program is.
oh man. They've survived the catfishing. But I mean, that was just crazy when that happened. I mean, I remember
Wasn't
everybody
he
going nuts.
wasn't he engaged?
I think so.
Like, how the
It,
fuck does that happen?
that's what I mean. Like, you hear these people and they're like, she's the love of my life. We've shared so much together. And you're like, what have you shared? Pictures and just countless stories. We talk like twice a week. But
Last month was big. We talked 4 times. What?
but who's the asshole that has the time to do all that? Like, get the fake pictures, because that person carried on conversations with Manti Te'o and was like, "Yeah, life's pretty tough. You touching that dick right now? You touching that dick? You know."
Did it get? I don't even do it. Did it? Whatever. I'm not gonna get.
And
I don't
look,
really
you're
need to care.
engaged. Are you telling me
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you didn't at least phone sex a couple times? Like,
Yeah, I would
look,
think you would have. Yeah.
I know we both are really into Christ and all, but I believe he's cool with me not having blue balls as long as we're on the phone together. It's cool. Yeah.
It's like, well, which Christ is it? Is it the Catholic Christ or is it the Presbyterian Christ? Or
So there's different levels.
there's different Christ for different religions.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, Christ in the Jewish religion not the God, he's the prophet. So
Yeah, he was a prophet. Yeah.
yeah, so it's multiple levels, and then whatever. I'm not gonna get into religion here, but you get the idea.
Now, well, I mean, I've been told that before, where people are like, "So Jesus is just like a dude to you," and I'm like, "No, he's not just a dude.
Yeah,
Like he still
oh,
did amazing. Yeah,
that Jesus dude. Yeah, the guy in the corner, the carpenter. Yeah, he built
Jesus
his table.
Christ." But no, I mean, I hear you. I mean, yeah, he's still done some great things. We just did not believe him to be the Messiah. It's not.
Did you,
It's not like we
did you see
completely revoke everything.
Did you see the table and chairs he built? They're amazing. I mean, Jesus.
Right, that's an extreme amount of talent right there. I mean, I'm not going to completely disregard that.
Exactly. They were all Quaker style. Just amazing quality.
He actually invented Quaker style. I don't know if you guys knew
Exactly. Well, the Quakers invented Quaker style. He invented the Quakers, so the Quakers invented Quaker style.
So,
ultimately,
so
it was his. Yeah.
By default, it's still him.
Yeah. Passed down from generations to generations.
So that's awesome. So yeah, I mean, so you got LinkedIn fished or whatever.
Yeah,
So I
sort of,
mean,
but not just me. Like some bigger names, like a couple levels above me as well too. I mean, there was a ton of people on there, so I immediately just did like unlinked her. I guess is the way they say that. I guess, but I mean, you see all
so
the
yeah, yeah.
LinkedIn, the Instagram, and I mean, you can have two, three, four, five accounts, so you can. But to your point, man, it's like who has fucking time for that? I mean, what are you doing where you've got like that's your job at that point to maintain a different fucking persona.
Hey, can you go out tonight? No, I got to send some fake pics to this dude. I mean, hey, you can't blue ball the fucker. Am I right? I mean, you got to get him some. You got to give him the goods. But wait, what are you getting him the goods of? Like, that's a that's a hot chick. That's not you. Yeah, yeah. He can't search him. I just got to help him. It's weird. I know. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, like maybe I'm not that level of dickness. Turns out I'm not
I,
that bad of a person.
I guess not. Neither am I. I mean, I just it's interesting. Like the amount of energy you're putting into this fake persona could make you CEO of fucking McDonald's or something. I mean,
Yeah.
just that's a lot of work.
Right. That's like the people who've created all the synthetic drugs, like some of the heroin and stuff like that. Like the person who created it was actually a genius.
Hmm.
Like sure, a ton of people have died from it, but what
But
they've
other than that,
created, right? Like it turned into something really evil. But I mean, they created something, and that's always been the thing, right? Like if they would have just put that effort, they could have, maybe not, but maybe they would have helped find the cure for cancer or the next cancer drug or whatever, instead of a drug that can kill people. But hey, they're still making a shitload of money. So what the fuck?
absolutely.
It's
Um,
crazy.
what was gonna?
Man,
I was.
but you're right though. Like you
I had a
talked
thought.
about people. If it comes back to you, just shut me down here. But
Yeah,
you
well,
talked about like people having like 5 accounts. So like having a fake account. That's the thing, right? Like like is it? Yeah. I mean, you social media more than I do, but I mean, it seems like that's a thing, and a lot of people do it.
it's funny because a lot of like not how a lot of people do it, but it's like you have your own account and that's where your stuff is. But then you have your own like you have a fake account to go do like cyber stalking that isn't any remotely tied to you. So I've noticed a lot of people, especially on Facebook, have gotten like taken their last name out. So it's like their first name, middle name, or first name, middle initial.
Yeah.
Because now businesses are when you go to apply for a job, they're scanning your Facebook page, your Twitter account, your Instagram account, all that kind of fun stuff. They're doing like your background check now includes your social media.
Oh yeah. And I mean, on one hand, you feel like it's an invasion of privacy, but on the other, it's like be smart enough to not post that stuff online. You know, you, and I'm waiting to get that call from my daughter. Like, can you believe they didn't hire me because of my Instagram? Well, I mean, what was so bad? I mean, there was a stripper contest. I took third. Like, if anything, that shows my dedication. You know, like, I mean,
You
God,
know
I
how
hope I don't
hard I
get
work for that, Dad?
I mean, God, I hope I don't get that call. But you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, I do feel like that's going to happen a lot to these, younger kids
I
coming out of college. Like, what do you mean? Like, so, all that weed and coke you did in college, like, it's probably not great to have that public, as an adult. You know?
exactly.
Like, we get it.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to drug test you. I did it yesterday. Yeah, we're gonna do it again. Yep, that's great.
Yeah, well, the post you made last night, and I may be paraphrasing here. Took my drug test. Time to get lit, bro. Um, we took that as you probably manifested some kind of herb, if you will, some kind of enhanced high last evening. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out. Thanks.
Fake my way through the drug test with my baby's urine. What?
Hope it does right. Hope I'm not pregnant. That was one of my favorite stories. There was an NFL guy, might have been Ontario Smith, who was using the Wizinator and, using it was a fake dick.
Oh.
And I guess he was getting his girlfriend's urine, and they called him into the office and they're like, "So,
I know, I already know where this is going.
you've been caught." And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't do drugs. And they're like, whether you did or not, it doesn't matter, but you're pregnant. Like, how do you respond to that? Like,
Oh,
oh,
well, it's
yeah,
like
I smoke
it's
weed.
like it's kind of like fuck on two different levels. You're like, fuck, I got caught, and fuck, she's pregnant.
Right. At that point, are you just like, yeah, I smoke weed?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm
Right.
soon to be single.
Right. And I've got something else I got to do. So the suspension starts right now, I presume.
Can we
I
resend
love
that contract? Because I'm gonna have some expenses down the line, coming down the line. So
that. But you're right, man. I think there's so many people that have like that false persona online. So even if they don't have a full on false account and it's theirs, it's just Bob Smith or whatever.
yeah,
You get the feel that they say and do a lot of things online that they wouldn't, they don't normally do in life.
probably not. And it might be just and looking at the glass half full scenario, it might be just be and they're being somebody that they aren't. You know what I mean? They're trying to be somebody else because it makes them feel better for some reason. So I don't know. That's it. I mean, not to
Because
bring
I
us
feel like,
way the fuck down, but
yeah, I mean, you see people talking shit that they would never talk in person. Like, oh, fuck you, man. Like, anytime, any place, I'll meet you wherever. And then they're like, all right, well, I'll be at the TGI Fridays on old 357 over there. I'll be there between 8 and 10. And I'm going to whip your ass. Like, well, I've got anything else to do during that time. But yeah, like, you're lucky I can't be there because I would fuck your ass right now. If you know what I
you're like, what? No, that's not what I'm
Well,
saying.
this is not the meeting I was looking for, sir.
Exactly. You're on the wrong account. You need to move over to the other one. You need to
We
move over to your
had
Tinder account. I'm sorry, your Grinder account, not your
your
Tinder account.
grind,
Your Grinder
right?
account.
Clearly, you have a grinder count. No, wait, what?
God
But
damn it, shit.
So it turns out I'm gay. I just learned that right now.
One of me is gay. No, one of the five of me is gay.
One of my 5 accounts is gay. I mean, I don't know, dude. I see that, and I'm not the biggest Twitter person, but I see that kind of shit all the time. What I love is like you could tell that they're probably a bitch in real life, but they'll stand up for any good looking woman and white knight it straight. You know what I mean? Like any kind of like, she does not shit. You know?
Are they the ones that create the issue and then fix it? Because that's
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 the
some big
true white
time.
knight.
That's a true white knighting right there.
That's at
Not that I
that
would know
point,
anything about that.
not at all.
He's a dick.
Oh, that's awesome. um, but you know what? Maybe they do, and at that point, does it stop being a bitch move and actually start being pretty damn clever? Like that's actually a pretty sophisticated
Well,
algorithm you built there.
if it gets you laid, then the white knight action, like creating the issue and fixing it, is then and and if it gets you laid, then it worked. I mean, but in a lot
I
of cases,
mean,
it doesn't.
that's what I was going to say. I get the feeling that they're not, um, anybody that has a problem with whatever, with old Jessica over here's got a problem with me, and they're like, well, Jessica lives in Omaha, and according to your bio, you live in
Michigan.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, you're in Michigan. You gonna fly to
And Jessica's
well,
45 and married. All right. So
right. What I love is when the people are like, hey, she's not gonna fuck you, bro.
yeah, they totally call him out.
And they're like, all right, nuh-uh.
You don't know that.
Right. No woman should ever be treated like that. Not on my watch. Like what, dude? First of all, nobody even said anything bad. like,
I said,
yeah, we're talking about enchilada night and how it affects everybody, and you've taken personal and you're defending her honor. Like,
she's even shitting on you. That's weird.
Right. She's the one that said ate enchiladas last night. Definitely ruining everyone's weekend. And you're like, I just find the whole white knight thing is hilarious to me. Because like, what is this, Karate Kid 2? Like,
I don't remember who was in that one.
It was
I
still
mean,
Ralph
yeah,
Macchio, but
yeah, but what was the premise of that one? I didn't see. I don't see. I don't think I saw
they
it too.
went to Okinawa because
Oh, okay.
Mr.
Is that the
Miyagi's
one where he's on
father
the?
was dying.
Is that the one where he's on the poles, like doing his little karate chop on the poles?
I don't remember if that was the second or the third.
Oh, Jesus, is the third one?
Yeah, I don't remember
Wow.
the third that much, but so it obviously was fantastic. Um, but like
Academy
I,
Award winning.
but like the point I'm getting at is like he was literally defending her honor and ended up beating the guy at the end. Um, and then you have the Peter Cetera song. I can't remember the words right now, but I mean, trust me, it's a fantastic '80s love song. I mean, many a
Was he still?
pounding.
Was he
Yeah,
still with Chicago at that time?
this was solo, so I don't know
Oh,
if he had gone solo or if they were just like, look, we need a really unique voice to really help lay this down. You want to be a part of this? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm. Hey, there's going to be a lot of
what?
women taking a Pound Town on this one, guys. Let's do it.
What did? What did Chris say? Our friend Chris, like every band that it's named after a city sucks. And like I can only think of three. You've got Boston, obviously, which I'm a huge, well, yeah, pretty much a huge fan of.
That's what I say.
Chicago,
Boston doesn't
who
suck.
I mean, I agree with you, but who? What other band name is named after a city
I don't know. Now I'm
other than
gonna.
this Boston? I can't think
Yeah.
of
Now,
anybody else. I'm
right?
sure
Is
there are, but
there a band named like Butte or anything like that? Because those guys can probably fucking jam.
what's that town in Pennsylvania? Intercourse.
Is that for real?
No, yeah, there's an Intercourse, PA. No
Oh,
shit.
that's awesome.
Hmm.
So that you could
You got
literally say, "Hey," like if there's a restaurant, they'd be like, "Hey, want to go to Pound Town?" And they're gonna be like,
well,
"What the?" Then, right, the white knight comes out. What? How dare? No, it's Intercourse, PA. What? They got a nice diner. What are you talking about?
I don't know if
Jesus.
I don't think the city council refers to Intercourse, PA as Pound Town.
Well, it's a shame if they're not.
Exactly.
If
That's
there's a
some great
college there, like the
This is a great
Intercourse
marketing.
Pounders.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah. And marketing material. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rebrand this as Pound Town. The young kids will get it.
Like, whoa,
Not
so
sure.
what are we like? Are we talking like pounds of sand? Are we like the English metric of dollar? Like, what do you mean, Pound Town?
I can
Intercourse. That's I'm
I mean, that town has got to be like so pissed, like just annoyed with like anybody. Like, hey, you guys are named Intercourse. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, fucking great. Really, we didn't know that. Okay, thanks.
I'm picturing like that's God. How did Chris Farley not do a sketch on that? That's got a Chris Farley sketch written all over. Like, hey, remember that time we
Oh,
went to Intercourse, Pennsylvania? Oh man,
with the governor of Pennsylvania.
like I've remember when we went to Intercourse with the governor? What? Do you know what that means, sir? Yeah, it's the town. What else does it mean?
It's off of. I
Oh,
think it's
get
off
your
of
mind
80.
out of the gutter, you son of a bitch.
uh, you sent that meme. Was it this morning? It's like, oh no, the other day. You're like, that Family Guy meme with you. You son of a bitch. And I started cracking up.
Right, because you sent the
Son of a
thing.
bitch.
You sent the thing that said if you lead a meeting
Oh, if
with
you meet it, yeah.
with
Yeah.
that wasn't a good morning. Let's give it another.
I
you
already
said,
hate you.
you said that was a good opening, you son of a bitch.
It's so true though. As many meetings we've gone to, like you're like, "Hey, good morning," and everybody goes like, "Good morning." It's like 8:30 in the fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. You're in some strange fucking town with 400 of your not closest friends at work. You're hungover as fuck with the 5 that you went out with the night before. And it's like, "That's not a good morning." It's like, "Yeah, it is, you dumb motherfucker." Come on, good
Fu-
morning. It's like, oh, okay.
Fuck off. And the white knight guy steps in and he's like, that he's trying to liven this up. You guys
Does he
just
got like
back off.
Does the White Knight like? Do you have to like wear like armor and shit? Does the White Knight guy have to like wear like armor?
Anytime he's going to defend her honor, he like just
Yeah.
throws on like at least the helmet on. Is it a Roman helmet? Because that makes this even better.
No, it's not you can't have. You're not. There's no Roman knights. It's from the medieval times, not Roman times.
No, I
Come
know.
on,
I just
man.
wanted
Didn't
to
you
say
fucking?
Roman. I just wanted to say Roman helmet. I mean, we're talking about intercourse. What else do you want from me?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I was like, I didn't get it. I'm like, guess this drink is really starting to like my synapses are starting to slow down.
Hey, you know what? They're not all Ray J's dick, right? I mean, they're not all taking it to
Or Tommy
taking it
Lee,
home.
for that matter.
Yeah, right.
Nobody's driving a fucking car, a Nash Rambler, or a boat.
Oh man, I love how some of our jokes are never gonna die. Like I
Well,
feel like
because we refuse to let them. That's why.
when you're giving my eulogy, you'll definitely be like, Mike, he had a great sense of humor. Big fan of both Ray J and Tommy Lee's dicks. People are gonna be like, what? You'd
What?
be like, if you've never honked a horn with your dick, you're not big enough. All right, I'm out.
Mike was a huge fan of their dick's ability to do human maneuvers.
Right. On one hand, it made an entire family famous. The other honked a goddamn horn. I mean, who amongst us hasn't wished they could do that?
Exactly. The one dick is still missing out on royalties for how rich he made the fucking family.
You're right. Oh man. Do you think he says that every once in a while? Like, I think we talked about it's already an ace pickup line, but like, do you think how is he not suing him for it? Like,
I don't know. It's hard to
I
prove. I'm sure that's hard to prove in court.
are you suggesting they never would have been famous without her ingesting your penis, sir? Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
That is erect. Correct. Sorry.
Correct. I mean, did you see the video, Your Honor? Yes, I did see the video several times in my chambers by myself.
Which brings me to my next point, sir. Can I have your autograph after we're finished here?
Exactly. Exactly. Court finds and for the plaintiff. All right, we're out. What?
Oh man, I love the visual. The White Knights have an outfit. Like anytime they see there's I don't know, there's like a sad emoji that's just shined out into the stratosphere, and they're like, somebody's being disrespected. break
Let's
break
ride.
glass and right, we ride it now, bitches. And just they go full on long rant first, and then they send the other message directly to that person, but it's not a DM, it's still so everybody can see it, and they're like,
Oh,
dearest.
you can't white knight in DM. You got a white knight in front of everybody's. I mean, otherwise it's not a white knight. Then you're just a creepy perv DMing somebody.
Right, yeah, what a perv, just telling her I'm sorry that that man does not represent all men, and I apologize for you having to deal with it. You're right. If you send that as a DM, you're a fucking
Yeah,
creeper and you're
beat
gonna
it,
be
loser.
blocked.
That's your response.
Right, but then when you say it online, that's when everybody's like, "Oh, she's not going to fuck you," and she's like, "No, I'm not, but I will fuck one of you guys on his behalf."
On OnlyFans.
Right. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Find out on OnlyFans tonight at 11.
Exactly. Check out my OnlyFans page. Everybody and their fucking brothers got OnlyFans now.
So does that mean does everybody showing the goods? How does that work?
No, I don't know. But I was watching something, ironically on Facebook, which is weird. Maybe I was being catfished for OnlyFans. Maybe OnlyFans is driving a message because Facebook is so good at policing all of that shit. No, but I mean, they make an ass fucking ton of money. What would you was it Bella Thorne is what you said?
Oh, yeah. I think Bella Horn, one of she was a Disney, kid star or whatever. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she in one day $2 million, and
Ugh.
from what I hear, didn't show anything.
From what I've heard, she did not show anything.
I cannot confirm or deny.
Yeah, $400 later, I can confirm that she did not show anything.
But I mean, that's wild to me. She made $2 million, didn't show, so really didn't do anything different than is already out on the web, right? just showed some, maybe she took selfies in a bikini or whatever. I mean, I'm sure she showed some skin or whatever, just because I think that's her thing anyway. But yeah, my understanding is it's not like she went full on like, want to see me take this 10-inch wang? Look at 11, third for 29.95. I'll pound this mother effer. Like, I don't think it was any of that. I think it's just wild. Like, people are paying. Is it because, so back to like the persona thing? Is it
Mhm.
because they feel like that makes them like they're connecting with that person because they paid them 19.95 just to see their personal
Uh,
pics? Like, how does
well,
that work?
I, I don't know, man. I'm not a psychiatrist, um, but I don't know. That was actually pretty funny. I don't know, man. But
I don't prescribe medication, but I really have no.
I will write you a script, legal or not. But no, it's like if I understand the business model, it's like you pay per like you can't just sign up for the site and then get all the access. Like you like pay per person. So like I think you go in if I remember this correctly or read this correctly. You kind of go in and then you like if you like this person or you want to see this person's pics, you pay X. And then if you want to see this person's pics, you pay X. And I think there's like I think I th- think there's like some pictures, even though you're paying to get access to this one person, if she's just like in a bikini or whatever, or it's a dudes or whoever it is,
Right.
um,
A guy just wants you to see
yeah,
the imprint of it, not the whole thing. I get it.
exactly. You pay for that, but if you want to see the actual thing, you got to pay for that one. So you're running
Man.
down this fucking like financial hole. Is this has got to be like for somebody that's really fucked up, and I'm glad that like you're asking me all the OnlyFans questions, like I'm the fucking solo perv in this conversation.
You know what? She
Hey,
deserves way better than that, you fucking asshole. She does not. Just sorry, I tried to
yeah,
white knight you.
yeah, it's not working. You're,
You're,
you're like,
you're right,
hey,
because
so
I'm.
Dave, yeah, so Dave, tell me exactly how OnlyFans work. You know, right? What?
So yeah, I mean, I feel like you're familiar with the algorithms and such. Please, please,
Yeah,
please
give us
pull
insights
back
into
the
your account at OnlyFans.
right,
Fuck
please
you,
pull
dude.
back the curtain on how this works. So, but I
Well,
mean,
what
that's
you do is,
still.
yeah,
I
there's a
mean,
shared account, and then there's no.
I just couldn't imagine, like, if I'm paying $10, let's say, to be on somebody's or to view somebody's OnlyFans, paying another $10 to see the other boob. Like, did you like the left one? For $10, you can see the right one. Like, no, the left one's fine. I can imagine the other. Um, why do I have to pay an additional $10? I mean, on the other hand, like, people, like, I know sex workers and things like that. Like, this has been a way, like, you've heard of, right?
Yeah,
Mia Khalifa said, like, basically she made nothing while all kinds of people became millionaires off her videos. So things like that, like, I get it, and it's like, you know what,
yeah.
that makes sense. Now they have control, and I support the hell out of that.
Well, it's
Now.
and I think that's it. I think it's the you control the content. It's I don't know how the split goes. I mean, I'm sure OnlyFans makes some money off of it, but if it's like, I don't know, like the app store is like 70-30. So, you know, maybe if using that analogy, if you're charging if somebody's making $2 million, or make it easy, you're making a million you make $1 million in a week. That's 700 grand to you and 300 grand to OnlyFans. Because somebody's got to host, somebody's got to pay for all the server space, and not to get too technical here, but um,
Oh,
all
that's
of
nerd. Hey, way to fucking ruin OnlyFans. Here, go ahead, get into the IT stuff.
So with the M25 servers, you got bandwidth. No, you've got I don't know what their cut is or anything like that. That'd be some interesting research, but you're controlling the content, but the money's essentially going to you. You know what I mean? There's no middleman at that point. And
That's
you're just
true.
and from an OnlyFans perspective, you're like, hey, look, here's a platform for you to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You want to go fuck a goose, then by all means charge whatever you want to charge. But we're taking, they
Yeah,
have to take a cut. I mean, they're not there
instead
just
of
for fucking for
oh,
public
right.
health.
Yeah. And instead of the 40% you would pay all the photographers, all the agents and everything else. You just pay me my 5 and I'm going to sell your data. And we're good. I mean, that's the new
God,
cash cow.
I hope they're not selling their data. I mean, I've never been an OnlyFans. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, that seems to be the new cash cow for anything online is their ability to sell data, right?
Yeah, that's a great. I mean, not to get too nerdy here, but okay. So everybody's selling everybody's data. Who the fuck is buying it? That's what I want to know. Who's
Oh,
buying
for sure.
data?
Because you know what? I'm going to OnlyFans my data. I'm going to be like, do you guys want, do you want this shit? You want to see what I fucking buy? You want to see my cookies, bitch? $9.95.
That's great. You want to see what me and my 30 kids buy off of Amazon? It's going to cost you.
They're going to, right. This guy's boring as fuck.
Exactly. What is
Yeah,
with all the
you
alcohol?
like
This
that,
dude
didn't
buys a lot of fucking alcohol. What?
you? You
He's got
like
like
that,
8
didn't
kids. You liked it. Yeah, you take that data.
you? You
You
want
take
this
it
data?
good.
Yeah, you
You
take that
understand? Dude, I'm going to give this data to you hard. I'm going to give you hard data.
See if your bandwidth can handle this. Your bandwidth can't handle this.
Your bandwidth can't handle how hard this data is. I hope we have like a super nerd listening because they just blew a load.
Your,
I'm going to stretch that bandwidth to no end.
Your bandwidth can't handle how hard this data is. Oh man.
That's fucking great.
I mean, I mean, is that what like Facebook says to all these companies that are apparently buying all their
Oh
data?
God, yeah. Have you looked at? If you look at Mark Zuckerberg, I mean, he's literally blew so many loads on his hard data that he's like he's cream colored now.
Oh man, that's even better. Gets that picture of him. He's
He's like a
oh
fucking
man.
android.
Like, you want access to this market? What's it worth to you? Can you handle this
Exactly.
market? You want this fucking market? You start slapping things. Yeah, you want this
Exactly.
market? Come on. Come get this fucking market. Yeah.
Look at how big my data is.
Oh, can you handle this data? Can you take 13 gigs of data?
13 hard gigs of data.
let's see if they can take 13 gigs. Wow.
I got one hard drive that's 13 gigs.
Oh man, I should not be laughing this hard with tears in my eyes, but that,
Yeah, it was funny.
can
I'm
you
laughing
handle
too.
how hard?
It was my joke. Can you handle how hard my data is?
That's so
It's hard data. I need some hard data. I need it now. How much bandwidth you get? How far can you spread that bandwidth out?
is there like niche markets? Like we've got foot data as well, if that's what you're into.
There's a whole data pornography. You've got your threesome data over here, your Asian fetish data over here, your hentai over here.
If the Pornhub analytics guy's listening right now, he's either loving this or he's pissed that we just cracked their code. I don't know which.
I think we may have just cracked their code. He's selling data. They got to be selling data to somebody too, right? I don't know.
Oh, well, because you gotta, yeah, because even if it's not your name, it's still that, like, again, they can get that granular of like, so what is, Salt Lake City into, you know? And,
Well, it's kind of funny for like natural disasters. Like, what can we expect? Where do we need to put resources on at national disaster time? Well, the last national disaster we had, Asian porn went up by 55%. So we better upload the we better I fucked up the joke. My bad. Go ahead, Mike.
nah, I mean, I don't know where to go, but I mean, I'm usually pretty good at bouncing off of it, but
Yeah, but no, I was gonna say something about we need to widen the bandwidth to Japan. But I fucked it up. It would have been funny if I nailed it. So my
hey,
bad.
that's all right. Hey, it happens to the best of us.
How come you didn't white knight me there?
I don't know how would
Put
I
your
have
Roman.
knighted you, because you're the
I
one
don't
ripping
know.
on yourself. I would have been like,
Yeah, I know.
No,
I
listen,
white knighted
Dave.
myself. I created
Dave
the issue
does
and then
not
corrected myself.
ruin jokes. Dave does not ruin jokes. You all right, Dave?
Roman helmet. That's fucking great.
Oh, I like how we brought this back, but that is such a good visual of just like they put the helmet on, or they're like, hold on, they're I presume they live with their mom, a lot of them. Honey, what are you doing? Hold on, I gotta put my night uh armor on. Just hold on. This this lady is being just, you know,
Harassed.
right. She's being virtually rammed by 5 people. This is not okay. She's not ready for this.
She
Are
doesn't have
you
enough
okay?
RAM.
You all right, Jessica? That's all right. I've got plenty of bandwidth if you need it. What? Like I'm perfectly fine. I'm gonna be on the next episode of UFC's Up and Comers. Like I can handle myself. No, it's okay. I got this. You just stand down. You bastards leave her alone. And then
UFC's
send
up and comers.
send her like 3 heart emojis. Like is that part of white knighting too? You got to send a lot of emojis to really get your point across.
I have no idea, dude. I really don't. Maybe.
Like
Maybe there is a DM involved. I don't know. If any of our female listeners have ever been white knighted by a nerd on Facebook or whatever, let us know.
like it, and then I guess I want to know, like, all these guys that are doing the white knighting, like outside of Revenge of the Nerds and Karate Kid, like, did you get the girl? Did you get to chow the beef like they did in Revenge of the Nerds too? Like, did you get that? Like, because you white knighted it? I don't know. I'm curious.
Maybe. Depends on the. I don't know. Depends on the. I would think they. Probably not.
I mean,
White knighted.
I guess that's what I would do if a woman ever white knighted me. I'd be like, thanks. Would you like some dick? Like, I would be more than happy to pay you off with this dick.
Your wife might have a problem with that, but other than that, it'd be
Well,
great.
that's what I mean. Well, first of all, I mean, I would not be expecting people to white knight me if I was not married, because that would, yeah. But, no, I hear you. Yeah, Sarah would not be okay with that. Like, hey, I just got our data, and did you message somebody that you were going to reward them with your dick? First of all, like, what did they do to you to deserve that? Hey, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
Hey,
married.
that even not even funny.
Like, that was actually
You
hurtful.
leave. Exactly. I need somebody to white knight me right now.
Like, you're rewarding her with 3.5 minutes of sex. Like, what?
What did she do to deserve that?
Right. Like, I feel like somebody needs a white knighter from you for this.
Exactly. She deserves better than that, whoever that is.
Right. Damn, my wife knight just white knighted her.
That's weird. You leave her out of this, Susan.
Oh, I do.
I
I just
thought,
find it funny, man.
what, white knighting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, no, I was going to say, I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, what I did. Yeah. Then you sent me that meme of the fucking knight. Right.
When you help somebody out, like that's
Yeah.
the
When
new
I help
joke
somebody out.
now.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Bud Knight.
Bud Knight. Yeah. You sent me the Bud Knight, dude. I'm like, what is that? Oh,
What I love is that you're like, I can't even see what GIF you sent me, and I already know what the hell it is.
I know. Exactly. I just saw a GIF pop up. I'm like, I already know what it is. Don't even need to look at it. Sure enough, it's the Bud Knight, which is funny for White Knight because it's not even white. You can't even really. If you put White Knight in there, you probably get like a KKK person or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not what I want to go for.
Exactly.
Right then, it's like, so I don't even know what this means, especially coming from a Jew. Like, I don't.
Exactly. Wait, what? I'd call HR, but this is more it'd be more hassle trying to figure this thing out than it would be for the actual incident.
Oh
No,
man,
that's funny.
that's all. But I mean, I feel like that's such, not just white knighting, but like just the false persona. It is like such a major part of online. Is it just people want to live in that fantasy world? And what's even crazier is people connect with it because they can relate, and they're like, "Oh, I get it, man. I have a hard time making friends too. I get it why you completely lied to me and sent me dick pics of someone else. But I feel like we should talk now. You know what I like? It's crazy how some of that shit happens.
It's safe. I
It
mean,
That's true.
you're behind a computer. You're safe.
That's true. But I mean, I don't know, man. I like getting out and seeing people. And first of all, right, I mean, I get the feeling nobody's going to be white knighting me out in public, you know, but you know what I mean? Like I guess it's just hard for me to relate to because I'm wired differently. Like I'd rather see the face on somebody's face or, yeah, I like that, but yeah, to each their own, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like everybody that's online is doing that. So, I mean, it's just a select. It's probably a smaller group than maybe it's a larger group, but um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting that that again, you've got to create something that just you makes you be a different person. I mean, that you almost want to. You should go into acting because that's what those guys do every fucking day is just be somebody else. So,
That's true.
but probably a lot of them suck at acting. So that's probably out too.
You're really good at this. What what do you do for a
Wait,
living?
what?
Well,
I've
that's not what my acting
uh,
coach told me.
exactly. You're really good at this. I know I have 37 profiles that I manage on a daily basis.
It's really hard work.
Yeah, it's super hard work. Right now, I'm actually engaged to the fucking Sultan of Iran and the
The Sultan. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I saw your
the Archduke of fucking Birmingham.
fucking Archduke.
I'm trying to find like big titles and like
I mean,
I don't.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. I've been to England once or twice. If you didn't know.
I've heard that.
Yeah, people say that. People say
Yeah.
I've been in England.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean it's a weird world, man. I mean, the White Knight's probably my favorite part of it. Even I guess I got to brush up on my White Knight game.
I guess. Yeah. So Google search tonight for White Knight. Make sure you spell that right, or you got a whole different fucking ball game.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. What I refer to as a White Knight, I feel like is very different than than the online version
Isn't
or
that
the
the Penn
social media
State
version.
thing? Oh, that's White Out. I'm sorry.
White
That's
out,
White
yeah.
Out. Yeah. Sorry. There's probably some White Knights after that game, but
Oh, I'm sure. And it's even better when you're a hammered White Knight, and it's no
yeah,
longer just online. That's even better. Like you see
not
the
if they
girl and
played the
they're
way they
like
played.
they're playing. That's funny. Yeah, yeah. They're what 0-4. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really good. But you know, you get the drunk guy. Like the girl isn't even being harassed, and he's like, "Leave Jessica alone. She's trying to go to the ball." Yeah, what? I think she's trying to get some of his balls, but okay.
Okay. Dude, she's paying me for sex right now, so I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Right. Like I don't know if you saw this. I can see I would be mistaken. She gave me 50 and I gave her like money back, but that was change. Like I'm not paying her for anything. I was just, you know, because I'm a pretty cheap rate. I was just giving her change back.
So here's $2. Here's your 75 cents back. And wait, what?
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, man.
What's that?
Yeah, go ahead. I was just trying to help us transition.
Oh, we're going to transition. What? You're
I don't know what I
transitioning.
was going to
Oh, wow.
transition
Thanks
to.
wow. Oh, I was going to say you're in transition. Wow. Thanks for, wow. That's a pretty personal, Mike.
He is not.
God. I'll leave it there. No, let's just wrap this thing up.
It's
We're
going to be kind
wrapping
of
up
hard to
on
follow
Mike's.
that one.
It is. It's kind of like I don't even know where to go with Mike's transition. Does your wife know? How do you explain that to your kids? So, Daddy's now going to be a mommy, and Mommy's leaving.
Right. You are now going to have two mommies. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess they would just say they have two mommies. I guess,
I
right?
guess.
I mean, I'm
Ah.
yeah,
Wow, what a way to fuck the end
hey,
of this show up.
but hey, you know what? I guess I would I would say I'm still way into women, but I wouldn't mind having a nice rack. I mean,
Exactly. Yeah. Get something to play with during the day.
that doesn't. Yeah, when you put it like that, doesn't sound terrible.
It's not awful. It is not awful at all. Just a
What's
lesbian
the
trapped in a
joke? Like,
man's
I'd
body.
never
That's
leave.
all.
Yeah. I mean, I for sure would be more than willing to, you know, play around there on me, not you. That'd be
Yeah,
weird.
that would be weird. What were you gonna say? It's what they say. What?
I don't remember. I
Oh,
was distracted by the thought of me possibly having breasts.
okay. Exactly. What was that show? Oh, it was Futurama where they did the switch. They were on that one planet, and the thing they did the switch. So all the they switch body parts essentially. All the same actor, all the same people, but just with different body parts. It was actually pretty funny.
That does sound
I am
fun.
unaware of what episode that is, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Do you mind telling me so I can figure that
Yeah.
out?
So that was Futurama season 6, episode 4. Which
Um,
way the wind blows? What? Really? Actually, one of the best Futuramas was the coffee one. $300 or yeah, $300. I get a $300 refund.
Damn. I'll have to check it out. It's a good show. Like the problem is I
Futurama's a good
haven't
show.
watched it as religiously as I did like Family Guy and The Simpsons. So it's a lot more
Mm.
sporadic for me to remember what episode was what. Same thing with
Oh
American
yeah.
Dad.
Oh yeah. I mean, I love American Dad,
Oh,
but
great show.
it's all over the board for me. That and I've been into Rick and Morty lately.
I've heard that's really good.
Yeah, it's a weird. It's not like barrel roll, like gut roll laughing, but you're just like it's kind of fucked up in some ways, but which kind of makes it funny. So it's this weird. I don't know. It's just odd show that is unique,
Hey,
much
I'm
like
down with that.
catfishing.
Yeah. I'm down with that. I like something different. Like that's what I like about a lot of the shows we're talking about. Although they're not that unique because it's the same humor because it's by Seth MacFarlane on multiple of them.
Yeah,
But that's what I like about it. It's different. It's not just the same old laughs. It's good shit.
yeah. So
All right, man. Well, I guess
all
I'm
right.
gonna
Hey,
get off here
before we,
and go ahead. Yeah,
I was gonna say, Thanksgiving is next week.
it is. Happy Thanksgiving in advance. Happy Thanksgiving, Dave.
Yeah, same to you. So
So, right, I guess knowing it's Thanksgiving, who knows if we'll have an episode next week? But you guys have family coming in still, right?
yep, in-laws are coming in. So I don't know if I should say this on public recording. I mean, I don't know if any of the Ohio legal teams of the
Oh,
government are
DeWine's
listening.
all over. DeWine is all over our podcast.
Oh, I'm sure he is. He's secret listens. He's one of the 98% in the Columbus here in the Ohio market.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. He definitely
yeah,
is a big fan.
the big fan. Does he have that person that does the sign language, like sign it as he's listening to it at the same time?
Oh man, and some of the faces she makes are just
Oh, I was like, what
awesome.
the fuck? Is she having a stroke? What the fuck is going on with her?
I mean, she is intense.
Yeah, she's 100% into sign language.
Yeah,
Um,
like you would think he was just absolutely berating people. Like the intensity she's
exactly.
given, like, man, like I
Yeah,
must have
like
missed it, but DeWine is pissed.
if I was deaf, I'd be like, what is he yelling at me for? What did I do? That's funny. Yeah, my in-laws are coming into town, so
Well, that'll be
they'll be
nice.
here. Yeah, my actual family is staying at home, but my in-laws are coming. So,
Well, I
but
mean,
my parents, they're all they're not compromised, but they're what's the word where you could be compromised. Like my sisters, so my parents are old, so you're
yeah, they're more
what's
at
the
risk.
word? More at risk. Thanks, Jesus Christ, I couldn't fucking think.
Man, that must be a good
So
drink.
it was actually way more stronger. It was stronger, way more stronger. Good fucking English, Dave.
Must be.
Um, yeah, it was a double rum and ginger beer.
Nice.
Yeah, that's actually. I think I've turned. We used to use ginger ale and like a lemon, but now I skip the fruit and do the ginger. We had a bunch of ginger beer lying around, and my wife's like, "Oh, pour it in there," and I'm like, "Oh, that's really good." And we've got ginger beer that is like has real ginger floating in it, so it has like a bite to it, like a
Oh, nice.
yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. And my favorite rum that was Kirk and Sweeney's. So,
It's. I
um,
told you, man. That's the only rum I've had in 19 years that I did not smell and my mouth start watering to puke. Like, I think I've had 3
Yeah,
shots of rum that have made me puke. Anything else, I smell it and I gag, like I feel like I'm gonna puke. And then that Curtin Sweeney I took, it was good.
yeah.
You
It's
might have
just
brought
it's
me
well
back.
done.
Might have brought me
Well,
back.
I can't drink like normal. It's just that's so good that like any other rum tastes like shit to me. So, um, that's a problem when you go out to get something I drink. So that's why I don't usually drink like those drinks when I go out because I usually like Bacardi or something. It's like ugh, okay.
Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just I can no longer drink shit rum. And
You got to drink the expensive stuff.
yeah, I need to go get the good stuff.
I don't know how expensive that is. Either. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's
I mean,
awful. It's not like it's
but
not like
probably
$100 a
compared to
bottle or anything.
yeah, but compared to Captain and Bacardi, it's probably sounds like it's a higher
It's
shelf.
probably a little bit more than that, but not by much. I don't know what's a bottle of. I don't even know what half the shit costs. My wife buys it, and then I just look at the bill later. I'm like, what the fuck did you buy this alcohol for?
Because
So,
that's your favorite drink, you son of a bitch. I bought 3 of them.
exactly. God damn it, leave me alone. Um, but
No, that'll be
you
good,
asked me to
man.
buy that. Yeah,
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said you asked me to buy it, you motherfucker.
You're right. Now you're yelling at me like that's such a me move right there. Like, what did you spend all this goddamn money on? Like, you asked for this. You should have stopped me. Like, was I aware of how expensive it was?
Yeah.
This is not on sale. Yeah, I know I would not have told you to buy it at full price.
That's awesome. Like, why did you buy this stuff? You told me to buy it. Well, it's your fault for not stopping me. What?
Where's the $20 off? I would not have allowed
Exactly.
this without a $20 off.
You know my minimum percentage is off. We've been
You
together too long.
right. As long as we've been together, you know I don't buy anything at full price.
God, take it back. Take it back. No, 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 no. Give it to me. I'll take it back. I'll get a deal. I'll be fine. Hang on.
Right. Let me take it back. Jesus, I got to do everything myself around here.
You fucking asshole. Anyway, yeah. So they'll be coming to town. It'll be fun. Thanksgiving is always good. Just the leftovers alone. We
It's a
bought
good, yeah. I'll go ahead.
we bought a turkey that we were expecting everybody to come. So we are expecting like almost 11 people, and so we bought a turkey for that. So that was going to be half of us. So um, we're going to have a lot of leftovers when that turkey arrives.
So what'd you do? Like, is that like a 12-pound turkey, like, or bigger even?
It's 10. I think it's 10.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law doesn't eat meat, so that's one less person. And then my niece and nephew are gonna be over, and they don't really eat that much either. So that's not. I think they figure like a pound per person or something. You figure like a pound per person. So we had like 12 people, and I'm like, well, your mother's not gonna eat it, and my niece and nephew aren't gonna eat that much either. So let's just back it down to like a 10 because we always get like a overly big bird, and it's like fuck.
No, for sure.
Now we got all of this shit. The one thing I am gonna miss is nobody strips. This is gonna suck. In the state that I'm in. This sounds really. My head went to like no. I was literally. I almost said. Not almost said. Nobody strips meat off of a bone better than my mother, and that just has a whole different fucking connotation after the conversation we had.
And your
So
dad's like, "Fuck yeah."
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He's just in the living room smiling, as she rips the meat off the bone. But I started to say it, and my head was like, "Oh, what a fucking asshole!" Because I would jump if it was the other way around. I would be all over. I'd be jumping all over it. Oh yeah, your mom takes the meat off the bone, does she?
Dave's mom
Um,
does not strip meat off the bone.
Now you're white knighting my mother. Nice. Um, so we'll have leftover. We'll have smaller amount of leftovers, but leftovers are the best. Just
Have you
turkey
done
fillets.
this yet? Like, this is one of my favorites. I make turkey nachos. So just, regular tortilla chips, throw some cheese on there, some turkey, layer with
No,
another layer of cheese. Dude, it's awesome.
could you do turkey nachos with like gravy and mashed potatoes and that
I
would be
mean,
sweet, wouldn't it?
I'm sure you could. I don't.
That's almost like a turkey. That's almost like turkey dinner on nachos.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you could. You just have to eat it quick before the chips get soggy.
Oh, that's true.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
there you
I'm
go.
telling you, like, especially if you're gonna watch that late night Thursday game, dude, the turkey nachos go great for like the second half.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And I'm a hot sauce guy. So like then after, I'm going to go ahead and drizzle a little bit of hot sauce, a little Frank's or Cholula on top. Oh, I know I'm fucking fat. I get it.
I wasn't saying a word. I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna be able to watch the game with just me and my father-in-law and three other ladies in the house. So I'm not sure that's gonna go over too well. Considering we
Y-
really only have one TV that works. Well, no, the one in the bedroom works too. So the upstairs bedroom works.
yeah. I mean, you know what helps is now because everything's streaming, excuse me, you could watch it on your phone or an iPad, which, I mean, I guess that would be antisocial. So you'll probably get bitched at, but
Yeah.
I know I do that when, we're watching whatever. Sarah's already started watching Christmas shit.
Ugh.
So,
My
I'm
mother
like,
started fucking putting Christmas lights out already.
yeah. So, like, when I'm over, like she's sitting there watching that, and I'm like, well, I'm going to go ahead and stream the rest of the game. And they're like, it's the Jets against the Giants. And I'm like, that's how fucking bad this Christmas movie is. I'm fucking watching the Jets and
Oh man.
Giants. But I'm telling you,
Watching the Jets and Giants.
nobody wins in that, in this scenario. Nobody's a winner. But, you gotta pick the lesser of the two evils there. But I mean, the moral of the story here is turkey nachos.
All right. I will remember. I remember the nut turkey nachos. So
I always do. Again, I'm sorry.
that's no, it's fine. I actually, as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna yell out to the as I start to put the podcast together. I yell out to Neha and say, "Hey, we need to remember turkey nachos for Thanksgiving."
I mean, anybody else can partake as well. I mean, I'm the only one who really eats turkey in my house. I mean, and
Oh,
my mom and my brother do, but we're not all getting together because my mom is
yeah,
compromised.
right,
Her system is so.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's the good thing is when I do it at home, like I have no competition. So it's just like, oh fuck yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm full on Randy Martian it as I'm eating
I thought this was America.
it. Right, that's me after I've had too many plates. I thought this was America. I thought it was America.
I think I might. I think the one year I think everybody was over, and I put a bunch of fucking alcohol down. I think I'm gonna really do it this year. I think I'm just gonna be with that asshole drunk for Thanksgiving because it's just me and my in-laws. That'll go over well.
You guys have been married long enough. What are they going to do?
Exactly. The best line for Thanksgiving was my cousin's wife's uncle was staying at their house, and they invited me. They invited me down to Thanksgiving, and we're in the kitchen, and my cousin is in the fridge, like getting something out of the fridge. It is his wife's uncle was kind of like sarcastic, but like kind of dickish sarcastic, not in like a funny kind of sarcastic.
Yeah.
And he was like complaining about with the bed you slip on or something. It's like Jesus, like I could have been more comfortable on two boards, man. That bed is super hard. And he just turns and looks at him and goes, "Did I mention there's a hotel down the street?" That and I fucking lost it laughing. It was just timed so perfect, and he even busted his wife's uncle's bust out laughing too. But it was just, but just like he's like bitching about the accommodations, and she just turns and goes, I did mention there's a hotel down the street, right? I mean, so, and I just fucking lost it. It's perfect.
That's actually a great response. I probably would have pulled your niece doesn't mind it.
Well, hopefully, he wasn't sleeping in their bed with them. That'd be weird, but
Yeah, I'd probably still go there.
yeah, I guess so. Whatever works.
Again, your friend was way better than I would have responded.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So,
All right, man. Well,
all right, man.
if we're not doing this next week, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to our
Same.
listeners.
Absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
And if we do somehow do this, we'll do it again and wish you happy Thanksgiving again next week.
Absolutely. All right, man.
All right, have a good night.
Oh wait, but we gotta sign off because
you're
Carrie
right.
says we never sign off. So it's listen to us on Fragmental Co at Fragmental Co on Twitter, at fragmental.co on Instagram now. Follow us there.
Follow us there. Listen on all platforms: Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Fragmental.co.
If
I could have been way
I was
better.
gonna say
Yeah, I could have been way
That's all
better
right.
with that voiceover, but
You know what? Fucking Carrie can listen to this and be like, "Oh, they did do a sign off like we do every time." She said this, even though she said she listens 75% of the time, or she's listened to 75% of them.
apparently
Which
not the last minute of each one of those. But I mean,
exactly. So
whatever.
I guess she counts the first 5 minutes of the show as listened to the podcast.
Right. It's like shipping one line out of 30 and saying, "We filled the line." No, you son of a bitch. No, you didn't.
Order
Sorry.
complete. I got one of the 75 items I ordered. Oh, but speaking of, oh, whatever. I'm not gonna go into all the shit that's showing up at my house in the next couple of days from Amazon
Oh,
and wherever
dude.
and
Dude.
whatnot.
Yeah, it's constant.
Yeah.
There for a minute, I
So,
thought the Amazon guy was banging my wife until I realized he was just the Amazon guy.
like, like you open the door and he's like, "Oh, you're home." You're like, "Yeah, I am." "Oh, well, here's your package."
my,
"I didn't
my,
order anything." "Oh, your wife did, but no, your package. Your I had to take your package back. Why? Because you're home." "Oh, that's weird."
Weird. Why is my wife always taking packages?
"Honey, I gotta go in the other room and take a package." "You got a what?"
Where is she taking it? Weird.
It's weird. It's weird.
Weird. All right. Well,
Come on,
happy
it's not even
Thanksgiving.
nation that.
There's not even. All right. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and talk soon.
All right, later, Mike.
Yep. Later, Dave.